Okay, I should be back now. How's it?
Okay.
How we doing?
Good. How about yourself?
But thank you for coming to Pitch Investors Live, and I appreciate your wanting to come into our network and talk to myself here this morning. And by the way, we're once I clicked go on air, we're now live to the rest of the world. So sometimes what's interesting is, yes, I invest in deals, individual investors do, but also while we're pitching, other people are watching. So sometimes it's somebody else that has an interest. That's kind of that overview. And, I'd say the best way to get started, I see here that you guys are seeking $350,000 for 15% of Pro Recovery Zone. And I want to hear about the pitch, what you're doing, the traction you've got. So I'm going to turn it back to you. Take 2 minutes to give me a quick pitch, and then we'll dive into questions from there.
Okay, well, we'll kind of start off. Thank you for this opportunity. Good morning to you and the audience out there. My name is Gabe Martin. This is my partner, Jude and I, and we are Pro Recovery Zone, where we provide elite restoration for athletes, workout enthusiasts, and we know you're out there, our weekend warriors. In 2010, Jude and I met at Bowling.
Excuse me, I just want to make sure. What kind of you said you provide, and then I lost the word. I don't know if we got a bad connection, but a recovery zone for athletes.
We provide elite restoration
elite
for athletes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Elite restoration. Oh, cool. For elite athletes, etc. Okay, I understand now. Gotcha. Thank you.
Jude and I met at Bowling Green State University in 2010, where we both played football there as scholarship athletes. Right. And as you can imagine, our bodies took a toll playing football. And so we became avid cold tubbers.
When working out, lactic acid buildup is virtually inevitable. So the only way to get a jump on it is to be aggressive in your recovery. At the time, Gabe and I, the only modalities we knew were a cold tub or a contrast bath to kind of get over what we already knew we had coming, which was delayed onset muscle soreness, muscle fatigue, which eventually will cause us long-term injury and things that we couldn't afford to have happen.
Gotcha.
And I mean, at the time was precious. I mean, we're athletes, we're going to class, and we only got a few minutes to recover in between practice and class. So naturally, we knew we needed to do things quickly.
And, for the next 5 years in college, Gabe and I spent our time graduating from the School of Business and Degrees. We also found enough time and we're blessed with the opportunity to play at the next level in the NFL. Myself in Tampa Bay and Gabe being able to play for the Arizona Cardinals. Careers cut short by injuries, but throughout that time, we suffered a lot of these injuries. We kept in touch on how these different modalities and methods that we were using to recover from these injuries and to try to get back on the field, and how we could use these same modalities to help other people recover from their daily soreness from their workouts.
Gotcha.
That's kind of when the light bulb went off and we realized that this thing was bigger than just the two of us. In fact, this is something we could use to obviously help other people. And then the introduction of like HIIT training, CrossFit training, all of those things increased the number of people that are working out. So we saw a true opportunity here.
And this introduced to us what we like to call the healthy lifestyle cycle, built on these three cornerstones: fitness, nutrition, and recovery.
Okay.
If you eat well and you recover properly, that's how you give your best shot at that next day in the gym, because you're able to alleviate that soreness and that muscle fatigue that happens with working out daily.
And so at Pro Recovery Zone, what we figured how to do was incorporate modalities such as cryotherapy, stretch therapy, hyperbaric chamber, and float therapy all under one roof and into a specific protocol to help you reach your recovery goals and keep what you can't get back, and that's your time.
Our first of many locations is coming to the renowned Biltmore area in Phoenix this spring. We have our building, we have our TIs underway, and we have our equipment. What we're looking for is investors who are willing to take this to the next level. And if you're interested, or if that's anyone listening, come talk to us.
Okay. So let me understand. So Pro Recovery Zone is going to be a facility where elite athletes can come in, but is this now opened up to the masses, or is it still focused on elite athletes?
So Pro Recovery Zone, what we do, we provide full body restorations for elite athletes, workout enthusiasts, and the weekend warrior. What we're doing is using the elite athlete recovery model and bringing it to the people who work out on a daily, or your weekend athletes who work out maybe are in recreational leagues. We're trying to provide that type of elite restoration that a LeBron James would get after a basketball game to the daily workout enthusiasts. So it's not just for athletes. We're just bringing that model and that treatment that professional athletes usually get, and we're bringing that to the public.
Okay, and so when you say you've got the equipment like the hyperbaric chambers, what all have you acquired so far, and what have you invested to date, and what's it going to cost to open up this first facility?
So right now we have secured our cryo chamber, both handheld and our standing cryo units. We also have secured our stretch tables, and we obviously have the building. We have we're almost wrapping up with the getting the hyperbaric chamber, and then the float tank as well.
Okay, and then how big? Like, what's the footprint of this facility? How many square feet, et cetera?
So this is roughly a 2,000 square foot facility that sits on the east end of the Biltmore Plaza, where they have just built an 80,000 square foot Diamond Club Lifetime gym that is just open. Actually, Thursday they had the grand opening, and we were able to attend and get some familiarity, as well as the Breakfast Club, which is a very popular brunch establishment here in the Scottsdale, Phoenix area. We're all new and located on the east end of the mall. With, as I mentioned, our facility being a 2,000 square foot facility sitting on the corner. There's also X-ray imaging place. So I guess there are a lot of things around our facility that kind of like surround businesses that surround around health and wellness. So it just makes sense for us to have our facility there and build those alliances and relationships.
Okay. Well, how much money is it going to take you? Like, can you guys still see me? I just lost you for a second.
You actually just went away after you asked that question. Okay,
because I don't see you right this second. I don't know what happened to you. Did you guys get a phone call or something?
No.
No.
I'm on my computer, so
hold on. For some reason, the screen is black on your side. I can't see anything there. Let me see. My concern is that we're recording this right now. I mean, I have audio. I just don't know what happened. Okay. Hold on a second. Invite. I may want to start over. If you get a request to pitch me, will you take it and we'll start over?
Oh, it just clicked you back in. I don't know if it.
Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Got it. All right. So I don't know what happened there. Let's keep going. Okay, so I'm trying to get an idea. You've got a few pieces of equipment, but what do you need to finish the build out? And I'm going to tell you where my head is on all of this in a second.
I'll kind of let Jude chime in after me, but right now what we're looking for the investment for is to finish up our TIs and to give us a 6 month cushion in payroll and rent expenses,
as well as marketing.
Okay. So let me just that are coming to my mind. I'm in the franchising business, and we're looking for new concepts to franchise, and we're dealing with chiropractic, pain clinic ideas. You know, this kind of a concept could fit in with what we're looking at. It's just we normally need to see one location up and running already kind of successfully. We generally don't invest in making that first location, okay? Just because there's only so much time and money available in the marketplace. And if we have to build the first unit of franchises, that takes, a year or more, and then we're slowed down. Whereas if you came to us and said, hey, we've got the Pro Recovery Zone, it's up and running, it's kicking butt, will you invest in the expansion? I mean, we could sell 100 franchises within a year, or 50 or 25 or whatever the number is, depending upon the availability of the opportunity to the masses. Okay. So I think the challenge here is unit build out. That's generally not what we invest in. We generally invest after the proof of concept. Now, having said that, is there anybody else that has already built one of these recovery type places that we could take a look at to understand what the market's like? Or are you guys kind of the first ones in?
Well, I think the proof of concept is out there, and it's probably being done by a lot of different places, especially when you look on the West Coast here in Arizona or California, or in states that promote health and wellness. There are hyper wellness and cryotherapy lounges pretty much spread out across the country. But I think what makes us different in this industry is what we've decided to do with our personalized protocols that I think service each client differently, rather than the massage parlor style, cryotherapy, hyper wellness lounges that you see these other big franchises have, where they kind of just allow people to come in there who already don't have a ton of knowledge about their bodies in recovery in the first place. And it kind of just allow them to come in there and use these modalities without really kind of like putting them in their best position to be like successful when it comes to their recovery goals. So that's where I feel like where the proof of concept may be getting copied, but our model that we're going after is different than what you see out there with the franchises.
Okay.
Our name, not buy into somebody else's name.
All right. So, and I know you're looking for 350,000. Is that what, I mean, is that pretty much what it's going to cost to build your center? I mean, I know you're looking for some cash flow and stuff, but I mean, again, I'm just going to say, we generally don't invest in the first unit. Do you have any ability to get the money to open this center up, or do you have to get the cash now to be able to finish the first center? Because it's a little bit of a challenge. We have a philosophy for investing, and our investment is after the first one is up, then we help take it to the next level. There's only so much time and money, and we just don't invest in the first unit.
Yeah. So, I mean, if this is something that we would want to revisit, or you would like to revisit with us in the next, however many months after we get up and running, so you can see it, then we completely understand that.
Okay.
I would like to say this though. We estimated what our asking based on basically our ability to give ourselves cushions, because we realize where most startup businesses may go wrong in the first, kind of a couple months or the first year, is not giving themselves enough capital, to kind of like survive those first few months of, of anything that can happen type of slow business. With that said, as my partner just said, our idea behind this is scalability, to open multiple of these.
Right.
As he said, we wanted to come on here to get in front of investors in terms of, we wanted to get our idea and get our brand in front of as many people as possible, every chance we get, regardless of the outcome. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like that's important for us to do.
All right.
Yep.
So do you have like any kind of sketches or architectural drawings of what this is going to look like and everything, and the list, and I'd like to see all of that.
Okay.
And look, do you both live in Phoenix, Scottsdale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But I grew up in Cincinnati, not too far from Bowling Green. So it's congratulations on pulling all this together and getting this to this point. I believe that some other things that we have that we could tie in, because as when you talk about kind of the rehabbing people, sometimes there's some pain involved, recovery, etc. We may have some pain things that we could add to what you're doing. And this is why I want to take a look at your overall plan. And then maybe we could, take it from there. So I think the best way for us to leave this, I'd love to see the design, the look, the feel, it sounds like you got a good name. Have you filed for trademarks yet?
Well, I lost you. Your video cut out. Sound as well.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right. We've been having some minor tech issues, so let's wrap this up so that we can finish it. But I think if you could get us the details of what you envision this prototype to look like, the equipment that's necessary, the cost of that equipment, and all of that, then we can take it to the next step and see if we can help you get this thing rolling.
Okay.
All right. Sounds awesome.
Okay, guys?
All right.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Thank you.
See you. Bye-bye.